Got it? Okay. Are there any additions or corrections to the consent calendar?
So moved.
Second.
And call roll.
Commissioners Garbers.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Carlson.
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Are there any visitors to be heard tonight on any subject that is not on the agenda? Nope, so we'll move on. Okay. We have old business, and Andrew, you had,
Yeah, on Beaver Creek.
yeah, on the Beaver Creek Trunk Sewer Project, the change order 3.
Yep. Myron let the contractor know they verbally did not agree with us. But so Myron, regardless, is going to formalize it in a new pay app and send it to them, and they'll have to act to either reject or accept the new pay app.
Okay. And the Beaver Creek Trunk Project, the constructions, the same
Tied
thing?
to that. Yep.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, just left it on there to give you an update, not for action.
Okay, then we'll move on to new business, scoreboards at West Ball Fields, and no representative is here.
Yeah, they wanted to have somebody here. They're tied up in traffic and other things. But Kyle and I spoke with some of representative. The current scoreboard is not working. They got a quote to repair it. It was nearly $8,000 just to repair it. So they looked into a full replacement. The quote that we attached is for about the minimal version of a scoreboard. It's no extra bells or whistles really for this version of it. We told them that, we would bring it to you, but we would anticipate that you guys would be asking them how much they would want to put towards it too. So I don't know if we just hold it over for another night when they can be here to discuss how they envision maybe sharing those costs. The next level version of the scoreboard that they did look into would include spots for like sponsors to be called out.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, what was that? Another $6,000 for that
No,
version, Kyle?
That was the ad panel was the 3,000, the 2,900.
Okay.
There was a spot to put the Canton Seahawks logo above it, and that was like 8,000 additional.
Yeah, so they really did pick out the minimal version to just get by.
Mm-hmm.
So just to call out that they didn't add any bells or whistles to it, but yeah.
Is this the scoreboards that we fundraised for?
No, yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, the fundraising went towards the 2 ball fields in Kennedy Park.
Okay.
Yeah, this is for the West ball field down the way here to
Also the breakdown the thing wasn't attached. There was no attachment to this, so.
Do we still have the old ones from Kennedy?
I don't know, because I don't think they even got around to doing the
I
replacements.
don't think they've been replaced.
For the
I think they
fundraising.
just fundraised.
See where I'm going?
Yeah, if it could be repurposed over there, could look into it.
Those ones at
Yeah,
Kennedy
they're
are really
pretty
old.
aged, yeah.
I don't think you can even get parts for them anymore.
Yeah.
Those were Daktronics.
No, but if it gives you time to fundraise, or
Yes.
gives you time to get a sponsor involved, or
Right.
knock out some of this $18,000, then yes.
I think those ones at Kennedy.
Yeah, I don't
was
know if they-
involved with
how-
those, that's close 20 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, so someone want to make a motion to table this?
Motion.
Second.
A motion, a second to table this item, and call roll?
Commissioners York.
Aye.
Carlson.
Aye.
Garbers.
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Next on the agenda is a resignation for Robert Wells. He submitted his resignation as full-time police officer effective January 15th, 2026. Motion and second is required to approve this resignation.
So moved.
Okay. Did you, okay, now call roll?
Commissioners Carlson.
Aye.
Garbers.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Next on the agenda is the South Dakota DOT sweeping contract. Kirk Henderson from the South Dakota DOT has submitted the final change order for the 17 DF contract for street sweeping FY '24. The current change order is the amount of $2,875, and a motion is required to approve the final change order.
I can update what that all is, Andrew.
I'll have to lean on Kyle for that.
South Dakota DOT several years ago has contracted with us to sweep Highway 18 within the city limits. So there's kind of a standard contract. I don't exactly remember the amount in the contract, but this is for amounts above that. So like anything else, they just do a change order to supplement the contract for fiscal year 24. That makes sense? I can't remember what the amount of the contract is.
So we're getting this much more than what we were getting.
Right, just because we did that much more work, because it's time and materials. It's, I don't remember, $250 an hour for every hour that we're on Highway 18 sweeping.
Yeah, that's what it says, $250 an hour.
So this is just, we did $2,875 more than what they had appropriated, so.
And I'm guessing that we must have that one in 24, that's what this FY 24 means.
Yeah, and that goes back to the DOT is on a fiscal year versus a calendar year that we are, so it'd be a year ago.
Okay.
So I'll make motion to accept.
Motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, I'll call roll.
Commissioners Garbers,
Aye.
York,
Aye.
Carlson,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye.
I did notice somebody from the baseball group just walked in.
Oh, Devin, you wanna, well,
Can we
open this back up
or-
now?
At least let them speak to it.
Okay. Yeah, come up, Devin, and speak your piece.
Sorry, roads were a little rough getting back in Brookings. I don't have everything in front of me. Like I said, I'm late getting back to town. But they're looking to replace the scoreboard out on the West Ball Diamond. I've been running the scoreboard now for the high school boys and 14U for 2 years now, almost 3. Every year when we fire it up, beginning of the year, more digits start vanishing. Right now, to the point where it's, what inning is it? It's either a 3 or a parenthesis. We're not sure. So it's getting pretty bad. Innings are off. Hits and errors. I mean, the whole thing. Pretty much all the digits are missing portions. Last year, we looked into finding out roughly how much it would be just to repair the digits. The guy shot us about $8,000 just to repair the digits, with the disclaimer that I'll replace the digits, should work. Don't know for how long. I'm not sure exactly when that board got put in. It's been quite a while. I was talking to one of the other dads from years ago, and his kids are all in their mid to late 20s. And he's like, I think they replaced that before they hit that full-size field. So it's been there for a while, probably 20 years, I think. Is it?
Think so, because I don't think I've replaced that board, and I've been here about 20 years.
So it's been there a while. The control panel does still work on it. But I got 4 different quotes in. One that we threw out. It mirrors, I don't know if you've ever seen Garrettson's board. It scores it, each inning score. So it's 10 innings wide. Yeah, that's not something we're looking to do there. It's a $30,000 project. We're like, no, not. We don't do amateur ball here yet, things like that. It's not worth the investment. We've got then a more standardized option in, which is the same, basically it's the exact same board we have now. There's 3 different levels we can do to it. I don't know, do you have a copy of the email I sent you? Because like I said, I don't have anything on me.
I do someplace, Devin. Second.
But the most expensive option was to have, they're going to raise the board 2 feet, one to get it higher off the fence line, because right now it's pretty much level right at the top of the fence. That's going to lift it a little bit, give it a little better view so you can see it better. That's also going to allow us the ability to put a sponsor board on the bottom to try and bring in more money to help pay for upkeep of the field. And also to put, it's like a truss across the top that says Seahawks on it. That was the most expensive option. Next step down, which took a big chunk of that off, was to ditch that trust. We didn't think that was that expensive. I want to say it was $6,000 or $7,000 just for the truss that said Seahawks, and it's just blue mesh with steel letters on it. We're like, okay. And then just leave it with the board and the sponsor. I think we could shave like another $2,500 off if we just match the board, but then we don't have sponsorship stuff at the bottom. We haven't really looked into sponsors yet as far as seeing if maybe we get somebody to split the bill or a good chunk of it, and then we just kind of leave their name up on it. That would be kind of tough to do. But currently, you know, they've got the sponsors out on the outfield wall. We're thinking doing the same thing on that, just it'd be a longer period. You know, we're kicking around 3 years, 4 years, whatever, and then just kind of multiply the price and you just pay it up front to help recoup some of the costs. But right now, the association, from what I've been told, doesn't have a lot of funds left because they're enclosing the pitching area, and so we can actually get the kids out there before the season starts, and they're not 2 weeks into games and haven't had to practice yet because of the weather. So that is pretty much going to clear them out on that. So, you know, they're hoping not to have to secure a loan to help pitch in for it, but we're basically just looking to see, since it is the city's board, what we could do to help replace that thing. We want to bring baseball back to this town more than it was. It has died off. I've been here 17 years, I think, 18 years, and it nosedived. It's starting to come back up. They're getting a lot more interest in it. We're looking to actually sponsor, they put their name in the hat, the 14U state tournament here, which would bring quite a few people into town for that. But to do that, we have to have a functioning board. So that's kind of what we're looking at.
Concession stand, can you just, who runs that or how do you run it?
It's volunteers. It's just,
Beverage wise, do you do a Coke or Pepsi?
it's coming from Sunshine. So I think most
Where
of
I'm going with
it's-
that is if you would give your concession stand to one of those two, you might get some money from Coke or Pepsi.
We could, in the long run, possibly get some money out of them, but
I
then
understand.
that would get the board, but then that's a good source of income for the baseball. Because basically it's us dads going out there. We redid the infield last year. We're gonna try and do the pitcher's mound this year.
But Darren could even maybe run it through Sunshine.
He's running stuff. That's where we're getting pretty much everything through is Darren, and
I
then
understand, but if he would go to Coke and Pepsi and let them two go to bat against each other,
let them duke it out. So I mean, there's options out there, but it's something we want to really get going kind of in a hurry so that we can get it ordered from Daktronics. That's where it'd be coming from. The quote we got is customized out of Harrisburg, Mike. He's treated us well. He did the fire department's board, and he treated us really well down there. So that's kind of where we're looking at on that. We'd like to try and get it rolling so he can get that ordered, because I know even our board for the fire department, that took a little bit to get in.
I was gonna just ask, do you know what the lead time is on the scoreboard?
We should get it in. If it may not be by the beginning of the high school season, but pretty close. So at least when spring ball is going on, we should be able to get it in.
But that's if it was getting ordered today.
If it's, within the next week or so, yeah.
when's our next meeting? What day does it fall on?
February 2nd? Yes.
It's early, yeah.
Yeah, it's early.
We had tabled it before you walked in, so I don't even know if we can table it.
February 2.
Since that's a Monday, I don't know if the boys, Darren and Thad, the boys had basketball tonight, so that's why they couldn't make it down. So, but Monday, we got fire meeting. But one of those two, hopefully if the boys don't have basketball, can make it. If not, I'll sneak away from the fire meeting to come down again if I need to.
Yeah, if they could come and have a plan on how to maybe match some city proceeds. You know,
I would have Darren check with, since he's got some pull at the store already, get those, some, or Pepsi and Coke. And if it comes up to 1/3 of that, $6,000 is better than nothing. And you,
And
can-
then- and
you're
then-
still gonna make money on
Yeah,
the Powerade or,
I looked into a few grants, but the time frame on those, it's, nothing would happen until long past.
Yeah.
because
So,
we got stuff for the swimming pool just because we sold a certain kind of beverage, right?
Mhm.
So it's out there.
it's out there.
Uh-huh.
So, questions? All right.
I have none. Thanks.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks. Okay, now we'll move on to Commissioner Dialogue. Do you have anything, Paul? Nope. Chris?
We had a open house this evening for the community center. It was well attended from 4:30 to 5:15. So I think folks need to get engaged in their community and understand that we're making decisions on their behalf and they need to get involved. And these are big things happening and I don't like hearing, I didn't know that, I didn't know that. So I don't know how to say it other than you're on your phone. I know you're on your phone. So get plugged in.
There's a website for it, so hopefully people will still use the website if they didn't show up tonight to still give feedback to us through the website.
Okay. Anything else, Chris?
No.
Sarah?
I've been attending the Mahjong classes through the Canton Adult Community Education, and it's been great, and it's well attended.
Good.
Like there's maybe 25 people that's showing up, so I think it's a great idea for these adult education classes, and so check them out, and there'll be classes on other things coming up, so
Where are those listed at?
Facebook page for the Canton, I think it's called Canton Community Adult Education. Although my 10-year-old is coming with me to Mahjong classes. It's perfectly acceptable, so. And he loves it.
Okay. And I don't have anything unless you want to bring it up.
Yeah, Commissioner Piggers offered, or gave her resignation to her position this morning in a letter to the couple of paths forward. You can appoint somebody who, the mayor and Sam Nelson and myself, would fill the position until our normal election in November, and then they would be required, they or someone would be required to run to fill out the remainder of 3 years left on that position. The alternative that we need some clarification on is if we had a special election now, would they then hold it until the end of the term, or would they have to run again in November? Just want to have some clarification on that. If they wouldn't have to run again in November, maybe a special election is the route to go. Just want to get some clarification for you all to consider on that. Yeah. So her resignation was effective immediately.
Immediately. Yep. So do you have anything that you would like to bring up?
At this point.
Okay, so that concludes our commissioner dialogue and our agenda. We have an executive session too. You have to do it twice here?
If you would cite both purposes that we're going, for union negotiations and personnel matters.
Okay. So, somebody want to make a motion to go into executive session for union and personnel?
Motion.
Okay, do a second? Second? Okay, you want to call roll?
Commissioners York. Carlson.
Aye.
Garbers.
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Okay, thank you, everybody, for coming.